Okay. I think I'm ready to go. You'd think after doing this for 4 weeks in a row that I'd know what I was doing. Suckers. Okay, anybody watching, if you tell me the audio, if it sounds okay, I'd be appreciative. Probably will stream for about an hour. Hello, Chris. Mostly I'm just going to be BSing around with some scripting. Probably dwmricer first, and then I'll delve back into the i3 stuff that I was working on last week. Because I noticed that it did not work on my system when I tried it, so but it really does not enjoy it when i3 is already installed. That's a thing that I'm going to have to definitely deal with. Then if I have some time, I'm going to mess around with Awesome. Because right now I'm on Awesome Window Manager, and the time will not update in the bar. I don't know what's going on there, so that's something that I'm going to have to root out. Alright. I just think I would just go ahead and get started. So my goal for the dwmricer, so this is dwmricer. Basically what this script does is it will go through and install dwm, st, dmenu, and then install my rice of those things. So this works on Ubuntu and Arch, and it does work. It just has some things you have to do afterwards to make it look actually, pretty. I'm going to try to get some of those things automated tonight. I want to get the font thing done, and then the icons have changed in the bar, so that needs to be done as well. Actually, it looks like I've already done the icons. Nice. Alright, so that'll be one last thing I have to do. So we go to a web browser here and search for the font that I need to install on Arch, which is Hack Nerd Font Arch Linux. Oops, didn't spell it right, but it's okay. So that's Nerd's Fonts Hack. So I need to add that to here. Nerd-fonts-hack. Okay. Now that'll make the Ubuntu one, or the Arch one, really easy. It's going to be the Ubuntu part that's going to be a pain in the ass. So the good news is I know somebody who's done it well. So if I go over here, go to github.com/Linux Dabbler. I think that's what I'm looking for. Yep, right here. And one of these here will do the nerd fonts. I think it's down here, Ubuntu nerd font.sh. So what exactly does he do? So basically what this does is pulls the entire Ubuntu. So those are just their Ubuntu nerd fonts, not all the nerd fonts. But I could do something similar to this script here. MSN has been my default homepage for 20 years, I think. I don't actually go to my homepage that often, so I don't know. I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been Yahoo. Anyways, so if I go to the nerd fonts, I should be able to find the actual font here somewhere. Fonts. Here we go. Then I should be able to. Here we go. And I should be able to just clone this repository, right? Can you not just clone a single repository of the nerd fonts, or you have to do the whole thing? Because that's what I've been trying to avoid doing, is downloading every single nerd font, because it's like lots of gigabytes. I'm just curious. Nope, that didn't work. That would have been too easy. The way he does it is from here. Nerd fonts releases download. So if I go here, replace this with hack.zip, maybe? Yeah, that will work. Yeah, okay. That's good enough. So what I should be able to do then, if you go here, in the Ubuntu one, and then and wget, and then that URL, and then it unzips it. I wonder if that will do that on any Ubuntu or Debian distro. Will unzip work on any of those? We're going to have to find out. Unzip. Hack.zip. Oops, wrong one. .zip. Okay, this is not going to work probably. Probably going to do this separately. Okay, then let's see here. And it was make directory, but Ubuntu should already have that directory. The local.share-fonts, but But he doesn't cd into the hack file. When you unzip something, does it automatically go into that directory? Like, I'm not sure. I'll be honest, I've only unzipped a few things in the terminal. Usually I just use a GUI file manager. Like it's the 1990s. We're going to find out. Okay, so wget this thing here. Okay. Unzip hack. Okay. Oh, it just brings it right into that. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, good. All right, so oops, wrong one. Make directory $home/ what was it? Local share fonts. Local share fonts, and then nerd fonts / hack. Okay. And we're going to do this here. And then, let's see here. Move TT to $home /local. .local? Is it .local? I bet you it's .local. It is .local. /share fonts. Nerd fonts. Hack. And we've got to change that back up here as well. All right. And I think then it's just this one, this font, this command here. And. All right. So we're going to install the dependencies. And then wget the font. And then unzip the font. Then we're going to make the directory nerd fonts /hack. And then we're going to move all the fonts into that directory and clear the font cache. I think that should work. That's much more work than just downloading the package, because nerd fonts aren't packaged for Ubuntu. Which is, you know, par for the course for Ubuntu. That's why we love the AUR. Wait a minute, is hack nerd fonts in the AUR? I've forgotten to look at that. It's in the AUR. Balls. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, Emacs. I always forget to remove the files afterwards. Third week in a row, you saved my ass. I should go do that now while I'm remembering. And remove. That's right, I'm moving them. Yeah, it shouldn't. It's not copying. It still would have been a good idea to look, because I was copying from somebody else. But I need to go up here and install Trizon. Is that what it's called? I think it's called Trizon. That's the AUR helpers, Trizon. Because it's an AUR. Yeah. Okay. And we gotta delete from here. Trizon -s at nerd fonts hack. Okay. That should work. I've been using Paru lately. It's going to be on one of the lists that I make a video about in a couple days, or today, or tomorrow, whenever I get around to it. But before that, Yay was my thing. I like Yay the best. I don't think Yay is still being updated, though, which is disappointing. Not as disappointing as Termite being end of life, which was... I was very unhappy about that. I like myself Termite. This is ST, by the way, if you're wondering. I've been using ST for a while, actually. Mostly because it has the terminal previews for Ranger work well in ST, but they do not work at all in Alacrity, and they only work sometimes in Termite. So, yeah. All right. So let's get out. Save this and quit. Trizon, you don't think so? I think I did that in the i3 one and it worked fine. we're gonna try it. Worst that can happen is if I don't, I'll just do a separate line or something. I gotta upload this to GitHub, and I'm still haven't learned how to do this via SSH. So you don't need to tell me that SSH it would be easier, because I'm sure it would be. I just haven't got around to learning how to do it yet. Eventually. Okay, so. Oh, I'm in the beta of freaking. That's okay. Fonts. Okay. Alright, now I have myself some VMs here. Now I remembered this week to have these all installed and updated, and I have the guest editions all complete, just like that. So I'm going to try Arco or Arch first, the Arch-based distro. And we'll see if this works. Do we get full screen? Because I didn't actually reboot them after I didn't. Okay. So, you want Xrender won't work in this because I'm in Wayland. So we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Settings. What the hell's the regular settings? I think can you just search for display then? No. Okay, well, fine. Move this the other way around. Look at those small ass icons. This is Arch. That's the reason why there's a ton of freaking system profile. Is there not a settings app in Arco Linux GNOME? That's just the system information. All right, you want to we'll just log out and go to the X. No, it's Arco. And as usual, SDDM does not enjoy being full screen. It's trash. That's what this is. Every time. You have to do it twice. Here you go. GNOME and Xorg. And people wonder why we don't like GNOME. Okay. Now, you can close this and actually get full screen on there because it's Xorg, and Xorg is good and Wayland is still terrible. Okay. So, we can actually, if I have a browser here on my other screen here somewhere. I do. Okay. I could just, this is not hard. So, git clone https://github.com/mtwb47/dwmricer.git. I think. Yeah. Alright. It was easy. git check out beta. Okay, so now we do ls here. We should be able to just go ahead and do this /dwm install.sh. And we'll see if this works. Yes. Tries and installed fine via and. Or at least it downloaded fine. Might not be able to use it after that then. That might be what you were talking about. We'll see. Nope. Yeah, it worked fine. Yes. Here we go. Alright, now we'll cd into .config. CD up home. cd.config. Suckless. It's all here. Good. Now we'll cd into dwm and make sure there's a config.h file. And we'll go ahead and make it. Just actually, we won't go ahead and make it. We'll see if this worked without doing it first, because last time it did not. So we're going to log out. We're going to have the same problem with SDDM that we just had. Guaranteed. It does not like you to change your session while you're in full screen. That's dumb. Like almost freezes. Hey Steven, how you doing? Probably oh, there we go. All I had to do is go out of the frame and then back into the frame. Okay, so DWM's here. We'll see if it will log in, because last time it did not. Log in. It did. Yeah. Okay. That worked well. Obviously, an alacrity is here actually too, so that should work. Yes. So good. And the hack nerd fonts worked just fine. The icons are up there. Okay, so that's Arch. Works in Arch. I love it when a plan comes together. I wish I would have made another one of those movies, the modern ones. Okay. All right. So we can shut this down here. We're going to go try Ubuntu. Okay, trying Ubuntu. Bet you it doesn't go nearly as well on Ubuntu, because nothing goes as well on Ubuntu. We'll see if, actually, before I do this, I'm going to xorg. We did that once. Wayland is trash. Alright, God, Ubuntu is so ugly. Those colors are just garish. Okay. Oh, let's see here. Alt-Control-T. We got ourselves a... So if we do this, sudo apt install git. You have to have git installed. Otherwise, you can't download from git. Imagine that. Okay. Now, git clone https :// that's // I always mix those up. github.com/mtwb47 dwmricer.git cd dwmricer /dwm install.sh. Here we go. Yep. See if this works. I don't think it's going to work, but then I'm never very confident that anything will work in Ubuntu. Arch is just better. If it does work, then I will have time to mess around with the wallpaper. And scroll up here, make sure there's no errors. It seemed like there was more output here than normal. But then it's Ubuntu, so it's going to have to do some stuff. Removing stuff. Build essential. That's all. These are all the things here. I don't see it doing the make. Oh, damn, I did the wrong thing. I forgot to go into the beta channel. Balls. Oh, that's why we have a clone. I'm still going to log out and make sure this worked. I'm just curious. Yeah, that's the old version. I didn't go to the beta channel, so it just downloaded the old version because... Yeah. Okay, well, here's what we're going to do. There's no terminal in the Ubuntu one either, because that's probably something I could probably change if I have time. Instead of messing around with Awesome tonight, I could just go through and what I had to do is remove a line from my SXHKDRC file after it's downloaded and put in a different terminal. That's something to think about. Probably, because I could use grep and sed to do it, I think. Alright, so that's the reason why we have a clone. We're going to go ahead and clone this one so I have an extra one just in case. I'll remember to go into the beta channel this time. Okay. It's Ubuntu clone. Alright. Try again. It seems to have worked okay, so we'll see if the beta version works. Go into Xorg. Because again, Wayland's trash. Okay. Now, sudo apt install git. Okay. Yes. Okay. Git clone https:// I remember, fuck that. github.com/mtwb47 oops. And then dwmricer.git. Okay. cd dwmricer git checkout beta /dwm install.sh. Here we go. Yes. Here's the test. Come on, work. Did the hack stuff. DWM. It looks like there's no errors. Alright, we're gonna give this a try. Log out. So what you think? This is gonna work? This is gonna work? DWM's there. Oh, hack didn't show up. Why though? I bet you it's there. Okay. Let's see, GNOME terminal. Okay. Zoom in here. cd.local share fonts. Fonts isn't there. Why didn't it make that directory? Like, why? I don't understand why it didn't make the directory. It should have made the directory. Okay, what do you want to run? wget. Let me go get that. Okay, so then we need to do unzip hack dot zip. Okay, move. Next is make directory dot local share fonts nerd fonts hack. That's going to be an error that I got. There's no such file directory. So I wonder how how Linux Dabbler gets around that, because he must already have the fonts thing. So what we need to do is make directory fonts dot local share fonts and make directory dot local share fonts nerd fonts and then make directory and make directory dot local. I'm sure there's way better ways of doing this. Share fonts nerd fonts hack. That's going to be what I forgot. Thank you, Emacs. We're just going to do that. Make sure that works. And we can add that to the script. -P. That's going to be what's forgotten. I wonder if up here let's see. Where's Linux Dabbler? Right here. Yeah, see, I just completely ignored the -P part. because I didn't copy and paste it, I typed it. Okay, so go up here. Vim into DWM installer. Let's see here. Where's that? It's going to be make directory one. Right here. -P. Okay. There's always an easier way. I just always choose to do it the hard way. So. Okay. Excuse me. I'll close this, power this off. Go down here to the clone. Try again. And xorg, because again, stay with me. Wayland sucks. Okay, here we go. Sudo, oops, zoom in. Sudo apt install. Third time's the charm, right? Yes. Okay. Clone https://// I'm a Hollander, what can I say? github.com/mtw47/dwmricer.git cd dwmricer git checkout beta .dwm /dwm install.sh. Here we go. Now we're gonna try. I haven't used FTP in years. I haven't actually ran a website in years. That's part of the reason why. Used to do a whole bunch of SSHing stuff too when I was in the when the iPhone first came out, in the first few years after the iPhone came out. I was big into jailbreaking and stuff, so that was a lot of SSHing and stuff then too. But I've kind of gotten away from it in recent years, just because, you know, no reason to do it. But so when eventually I go through and do the SSH thing for Git, I'm gonna actually have to go through and relearn how to do it. All right, so here's the test. We're gonna log out. And down here at the bottom, dwm. It worked. Yeah. Woo. All right. Now, I'm going to work on the wallpaper because this black screen's bothering me. So let's go ahead and get out of this. And then we can go through, actually what we can do, before we work on the wallpaper, let's work on the terminal in Ubuntu. So what I need to do is, because Alacrity is not packaged for Ubuntu, it's only packaged for Pop! OS, because reasons. Does anybody know if like Kitty is packaged for Ubuntu? So if I can do sudo apt install Kitty. So Kitty is because I don't want to use GNOME Terminal. So Emacs, what the difference was is these icons up here in the bar, it's really small. They showed up because it was in order to get those icons to work, you had to have hack nerd fonts to actually show up. So that was the thing. And prior to this, I just included the entire hack nerd font folder in the repo, so, and forced people to install it themselves. And yeah, I know you're one of those people who don't like wallpapers, so this is, I'm sorry for that. Maybe I'll find one that's not. It does appear that Kitty is here, so yeah, good. All right, so what we need to do is cd into .config suckless, and then do an ls here. Actually, that's not where we need to go. We need to cd into .dwm sxhkd and do an ls here, and then vim into we're not gonna have vim, sudo apt install vim. I don't understand why vim is not installed by default on every distribution. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, we'll install dumb stuff like, I don't know, Wayland, but we won't install vim. Okay, so what we need to do is, and remember, I'm a complete noob when it comes to grep and sed and all that stuff. So what I want to do is, up here, I want to grep out the word Alacrity and replace it in every instance with Kitty in this case, because I can install Kitty. You can't install Alacrity. So what I think I need to do, give me just a second. Like I said, I'm a complete noob at this, so it's going to take me some learning. So what we're going to do here is cd into .dwm again, sxhkd, and we're going to grep alacrity out of sxhkdrc. Okay. And then we're going to... I don't think that that'll work. I don't know anything about grep, apparently. So grep is basically the find thing. But I don't know... I don't even know if you need to do a grep. You might just be able to use sed just to replace it, right? That's what you should be able to do. I don't know if that'll work or not. We're going to find out. So first, before we do this, we're going to do cp sxhkdrc sxhkd rc.old, just in case. So sed. I don't. How would you do that on the file? I don't. We're gonna have to look at the man page. So the file goes at the end. All right, so here's what I think I understand what I need to do. I don't know what the... I don't know if I'm going to need any of these flags or not. Use extended regular expressions in the script. For portability, use pos x-e. I don't know. Okay, we're going to try. Worst it can do is, you know, it fails. So we're going to do sed. I think I'm going to need that -r thing. Joshua, what I'm doing is trying to go through and replace the Alacrity with Kitty because Alacrity is not packaged on Ubuntu. And Emacs, I'm going to try that thing that you said. So I think you have to do like single quotes, right? So, or inverted commas as they call them. Then S, which is, you know, search for Alacrity, slash, and then what you want to replace it with, Kitty, slash, G for global, and then end the quotation marks, and SXHKDRC, and then, and you said to get that into the other file, it would have to be into a new file. Okay, SXHKDRC. So I can name it the same thing, right? So what I should be able to do here, it's completely empty. That didn't work. That didn't work. So cp old sx. That's why I made a copy. Yeah, okay. Now we'll close this again, and then we'll try the same thing because I think I messed up with that load. So I need to name it something different. I'm gonna do that. According to the Alacrity people, they only officially support Pop OS. This might actually be easier than just trying to figure out a PPA thing, because I really don't want to have to install a PPA. If I don't have to. So I have to name it something different. So then what you would have to do then is move SXHKDRC into SXHKDRC1 or something. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. And then do this same thing up here, but do 1 into that file. SXHKDRC1. Can't read because there's no file directory here. Well, there is. It's right there. Yeah. My damn aliases. It's empty. They're all going to be empty now. CD is not what I was looking for. Not empty. If all else fails, I'll use the PPA, but I really don't want to do that. Well, I mean, because why would I want to do it the easy way? And just do it the hard way. This is my opportunity to learn some SED, which has so far proven to be, you know, not great, but CPS. SXHKDRC1. Okay, now I should be able to try that again. Now, them SXHKDRC. Haha, yep, there we go. Now I don't know if these will actually work because I don't think the flags for Kitty are going to be the same. That'd be too easy. Yeah, I think I got it. I just wasn't copying it properly. Name. So does Kitty not have a flag to open up a command like Alacrity and Termite do? It's -E. So it's got a -T. I'll be honest and say I've not used Kitty all that much, so I'm not exactly sure. But it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so that did work. Control Super Shift Return should open up Ranger. There's no Ranger because it's not installed. Ranger's not installed, but that's okay. But that did work. So E-E did work. Okay. So I just need to put that there into the script for Ubuntu. Oh, that's going to suck. Ubuntu's a pain in my ass. Why did I decide to support both Ubuntu and Arch? Why was that a good idea? All right. So that's after CDing into DWM. Oh, that's gonna have to happen. That's gonna have to happen. That's gonna have to That's gonna have to happen. That's gonna have to happen after everything's done in the script, because that file only exists after everything's been made. Yes, because people use Ubuntu. That right now I remember. I don't know why people use Ubuntu. Use Arch. Okay, get out of this. Okay, so we're gonna go to, I think it's 3. Yeah, all right. So, vim into dwm install. We'll zoom in some more here. All right, so what I need to do is here at the end, once everything's done again, I am not doing a Fedora version. Thanks, Toby. All right, so yeah, I'm not doing a Fedora version, Emacs. No. It wouldn't be that hard though for you to adapt it if you don't. It's a reasonable argument, Joshua. I don't really have any problems with people who use Ubuntu. I just like making fun of them for comedy effect. Alright, so at the end, if somebody's using Ubuntu, I have to do the said thing. So I'm going to have to, I don't know if I'm pretty sure I can just copy this thing here, this part here. Just do another if statement. Then we need to do is cd into home /dwm/sxhkd, and then we'll do that said thing. Yeah, I don't believe that for a minute, Emacs. You've been saving my ass all night. And that means we're going to have to install Kitty up top. No. I don't know anything about Ubuntu, let alone anything about Gentoo. I've never touched Gentoo ever in my entire life. CD, and then and remove -r dwmricer. Okay. Why haven't I touched Gentoo? Because I'm too stupid to install it. I don't, half the time I can't even get Arch to install properly. Okay. I'm sure it's not actually as bad as I make it out to be, but maybe someday. I don't think that this is going to end up working. I think it's going to this is going to have to be this here. Is going to have to go above the... Going to have to go up here. I think. I don't think I've ever even watched a tutorial on how to install Gentoo. Okay, so up top we need to okay. This part here can be deleted. It does not need to be done. Okay. Okay. Now. Oh, you have to set up FS tab manually? That sounds like a pain in the ass. Like, literally, like, type in all the numbers of the UIDs or whatever they're called? No thanks. Okay. Now, I don't think I have another clone here, do I? So that means we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. We're going to have to delete some stuff. Okay. You knew my email last week. I'm still not worried about it. My email's public. Linuxcast@gmail.com is also public, so not that big a deal. If you spam me, I'll add you to the spam thing. And I'm sure if you're some hacker or something, that it would have been easier to find my email address out via one of the dozens of compromises that we've had over the last year anyways. Probably all the other information about me. All right. So we need to remove -r.config suckless.dwm I don't know if you know this, Emacs, but Gmail's free. You make as many as you like. Damn, I always forget that. cd/user local bin ls remove -r. I don't really need the -r, I don't think, but .sh dmenu star dwm st. That's true, Emacs, but again, Google can have all my data as much as they want, I guess. As test. I think that's it. Oh, SL status. Sudo ls. I could have just removed everything. Okay, I think that's everything that I would have to delete in order for this to work again. This is remove -r. I know there's an easier way to do this, to git pull or whatever. Actually, cd dwmricer. We might as well just do it ls git pull ls vim into dwm install sh to make sure that that stuff is here. Yep, good. All right, now try again. I don't think it worked. That was dumb, Matt. You missed a step. All right, I'm gonna end up having to go through and do all that again because I messed up. Okay, I missed a step. Yep. So actually, in order to move from anything from xhkdrc1, you actually have to create that thing. So what we need to do is I doubt the move command is actually going to work, but we'll try. We'll move sxhkdrc into sxhkd KDRC1. And theoretically, that should work. Try again. Okay, that means I'm going to have to go through and delete all that shit again. I mean, technically I don't have to, but I like to know that, you know, it actually works. Alright. And actually, we should add sudo to that last line too. Oops, wrong one. We don't have to do it for now, but that way if we don't forget. If we do a sudo here, it won't ask you to confirm. Alright. Like for me, yeah. Alright. None of the stuff that I've worked on tonight will be there yet because I'm in the beta channel. You should be able to go to the beta channel and actually see it. Or the beta branch. Alright. So, remove -r. .config suckless. Remove, oops, and .dwm. Oops, I forgot the sudo. Okay, and then cd into user local bin. Remove -r everything. And sudo. Okay. Now cd dwmricer git pull. Really? Wait, what? There's nothing in here. Oh, because I deleted it all. Yeah, it's it's going to be a Google product that's a beta because it's going to be perpetually in beta. Balls. Let's see. Sudo, oops, git clone. All right. I am not going to be getting to the i3 stuff tonight at all. I spent way too much time doing this. But that's okay. I'm much more proud of the DWM stuff than I am the i3 stuff, because the i3 stuff doesn't work well on Ubuntu at all. That's way far from being prime time. Okay, well, we're gonna see if that worked. Here's hoping. DWM's here. It's always the first. The hack nerd fonts didn't work that time. Why didn't the hack nerd fonts work that time? The kitty stuff did work. Yeah, but there's some parts of the DWM config that I don't use, the gaps. So that's going to show the errors, but it shouldn't have a problem with it. Shouldn't affect the fonts at all. So the fonts are there. What's that command? Is this one here? Okay. And then we'll log out and see if it did it better. No. That's really weird. I don't understand. It downloaded the fonts. The fonts are in the right place, but they're not showing up. I don't understand. That makes no sense. It makes no sense at all, really. Because it worked before, and I have it on video that it worked before. So adding in Kitty and doing that that said stuff in the SXHKDRC file shouldn't have done anything, because the SXHKD stuff did fine. Yeah, it worked fine. I'm just going to do this. I'm not messing around with the DWM or the Kitty configs though. If the... Like I said, they were there before. I mean, I can... See, these errors that show up here, these are just unused functions. There's nothing wrong with those. I just don't use them, because they're part of a patch that have several options that you just don't need. So it should make just fine. And it does. So we can log out here and see if that worked, but I don't think it's going to have. No, icons are still gone. That's really weird. I mean, that's just like really weird. Makes no sense. It has something to do with me. I bet you if I install Ubuntu again... Hey, Meglin, how you doing, bud? If I installed Ubuntu again, this has... I bet you it'd work, because this has something to do with whatever... Yeah, it's going to be a clean install. It's going to be the... Because I went through and deleted all that stuff just because I didn't have another clone. That's going to have been the problem. Let's... God, I don't want to do that again. I hate Ubuntu. Whiny bitch. Alright. Let's delete some shit here, because I don't have another clean clone. These other clones are all here, so we're just going to remove some stuff. Oh, we're happy to have you, Meglin. You're awesome. I know I said that I was going to go through and try to mix up the times for these live streams, but the way my life has just been going, 7:30 on Sunday nights just seems to be the best time. I will try in the future to do some later ones towards midnight or so, but they'll be goofy, because by that time I'm ready to go to sleep. I know what you guys all want. You're all here to watch me install Ubuntu, right? Because that's what's about to happen. because that's what I wanted to do. Install some Ubuntu. Nah, I'm good. I want to get this done. Oops, here we go. Alright. Give it the process. What I don't understand is on VirtualBox, you can go through and edit all this stuff here outside of the settings panel, but you cannot add processor cores. In order to do that, you have to go in here in order to do that, as far as I know, which is dumb. And then what's even more weird is that from in here, you can only give the display 128 megs, but out here you can give it 256. I'm not rewriting in Rust because I don't know anything about Rust. Maybe someday. So my point is that VirtualBox is dumb. And I have to keep that the same because otherwise it won't work. Use Virt Manager. I did use Virt Manager for about 30 seconds and I could not figure out the VRAM. Because I want to be able to set the amount of VRAM on it. And maybe you don't even have to do that. I don't know. I just couldn't figure it out. I had it working for once on one of my Arco installs. Okay. Installing Ubuntu. Because yay! We like to install Ubuntu. Also, that's still the stupidest wallpaper ever, Ubuntu. Oops, and I hit back like a dumbass. Alright, we're not going to do any of that stuff. Fun times installing Ubuntu. I should have had more clones, I guess. I didn't think I was actually going to need more clones, but... yeah, I guess I just don't know as much about it. You think the background for Ubuntu is great, or I'm banning you from the chat. You and I can no longer be friends. Friendship over, as Barney would say. I've been obsessed with How I Met Your Mother lately. And it did the same thing it's been doing. VirtualBox sucks. Alright. I'm not actually going to kick you, Joshua. You don't have to go anywhere. I was just kidding. You can have your foolish attachment to that wallpaper as much as you like. Try again. I hate Ubuntu, and I'm going to create a song about it. It's going to be called Kill Myself and Install Ubuntu. Ubuntu sucks. Use Arch. No worries, Ubuntu. I got all night. You should just keep doing whatever the hell you're doing. Oh, I did decide to come up. This is the Ubuntu install stream where I just install Ubuntu over and over and over again. It's like, I don't know if anybody in the chat room remembers this, but there used to be a TV show on PBS called Lamb Chop or something like that. It had I can't even remember who the actress was. It was the curly-haired girl. Anyways, they had the song at the end of the show. It's called "The Song That Never Ends." I'm not gonna sing it because it literally will be it literally is the most catchy thing ever. But I could do a stream like that where I just go over and over and over again installing Ubuntu for like 2 hours over and over and over again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure actually when DT did his Ubuntu releases, he does that over and over again. I never actually watched one. Okay, try again. Continue. Come on, VirtualBox, don't crap out on me this time. That works, that's good enough. We're installing Ubuntu, finally. Again, yay. Then I'll have to do the damn guest editions again, because of course I will. It's just fantastic. I'm having a great day. I mean, should I provide a commentary on the awesome, how awesome the Ubuntu installer is? I should definitely do that. So the merits of Ubuntu by Matt Weber. They always have the greatest wallpapers, and their color palette is to die for. You'll never find a more pretty distro in the history of the world. Also, the slowest piece of trash you'll ever install. No, I'm just kidding. That's GNOME. That's GNOME's fault. It is faster. I will say this, that the software center that is always the slowest thing to open in the world, I mean, it's like really, really slow. It's much faster this time. It's not as fast as the one in Zorn. I don't know if you guys watched that Zorn video that I did. That software center in Zorn was just like, it opened instantaneously. It shocked me how fast it was. Now, the Ubuntu one's not that fast because it's still a snap. And snaps are just... I think snaps have to be slow by law. They've always had the orange thing, though, right? I don't know. This is just scintillating YouTube television. I did a stream 2 weeks ago where I installed 5 distros on camera, and it wasn't this bad. It didn't seem this bad. Granted, one of those things was not Ubuntu, so I probably would have had a mutiny if I had tried to install Ubuntu on camera. Yeah, and that's the reason why it's faster, I think. Yeah. But the Snap one is faster than it used to be, because it used to be like take 5 minutes to open slow. Now it only takes like 3 minutes. Ah, here we go. And you're gonna not want to restart. You're gonna actually need to power off, I think. But maybe not. Maybe that was Arch that I needed to do that. No, Emacs, I'm not doing that. That stream where I installed all those distros, that was fun for the first couple distros. But it was like 2 hours and 15 minutes or so, and that's just too long of a stream for me. Granted, this one here is going on 1 hour and 20. But after I get this last thing tested, make sure that it's working, I'm done for the night. Yeah, okay. Come on. Alright, now. I'm not going to do an update. I should do an update. I don't want to, but I should. Yes. Of course. Saw all the updates. You know what's worse than watching someone install Ubuntu? Watching somebody update Ubuntu after they install. The only one of those Gen 2 ones that I've heard of is Sabian and Calculate. I think I've heard about Fun 2, but I don't really remember. Oh, that was faster than I thought it was going to be. Holy hell. That's not something you say often when you talk about Ubuntu. Faster than you thought it would be? Boom. Okay. Now we're going to restart. Here we go. That was like a 20-minute detour. Okay. So, Xorg. Okay. Even though there would be a display settings manager here, so I could have used Wayland, but it's okay. All right. Opening up terminal. Zooming in. Sudo apt install git. Yeah. Okay, git clone https :// github.com. I'm gonna make a t-shirt that says that shit. Yeah, dwmricer. Can't spell. cd dwmricer. Git check out beta /dwm install.sh. Yeah, but Build Essentials is not installed by default. And I have to have the git in order to install the script that will install Build Essential. So it's a chicken and egg problem. Here we go. Here's hoping this works. All this just for some freaking icons. I will have to note in the documentation for this that it will not work well if you have Hack Nerd fonts installed already. Okay. Here we go. DWM is present. Still didn't work. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it did. They're there. Woo, boy. Yeah, I know, but it's much easier for new users just to do sudo apt install git, I think. Because most people don't know what Build Essential is. I was trying to focus it on new users. But I don't think it really matters. Either way, you're going to have to install something before you install the script. Or download the script. It's just easier this way. Anyways, that works. Yeah, and enter. We have Kitty. So that was a very productive night in terms of the dwmricer thing. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way that went. I didn't get as much done tonight as I thought I was going to. I thought I was going to get into the i3 stuff. But that didn't happen. Is there a... Okay, so I don't think that that's true, Emacs. We're gonna find out right now, though, because you're... what's the package name? Come on, Emacs, you gotta tell me. Is it hack? No, I don't... RF? It's fonts... But yeah, but that installs the whole thing, right? That is there. That's kind of hilarious if I went through and did that whole thing. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it the way it was. That will pull the most recent files. It just... Yeah, that pisses me off that I did all that work for apparently no reason, but it's okay. It'll work the way it is. Okay, so thanks everybody for watching. That's it for this week. Next week's stream, I don't know what I'm going to be doing yet. Maybe I'll do the i3 stuff. It's probably getting pretty tiring watching me sit here struggle to script, but that might be what I do. If not, I'll do some more awesome stuff if I'm still using awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I know that a lot of the nerd font stuff gets created and just abandoned. So, no, Emacs, I will not be doing that. I can't do a 2-hour stream. You want me to do a 24-hour stream? I would die. Oh, I don't. I'd have to do... Okay, so if I did a Gen 2 stream, a Gen 2 install, it would have to be in a virtual machine, so because I don't have a capture card, so it'd have to be in a VM. Is that even possible? I don't even know. It won't be next week. I'll have to do some research. I don't want to go into it completely blind. And it might be one of the offshoots. I might do calculate or something. Just to warm up, before I tackle the big boy. Man, I don't... Is Gen 2 really something everybody wants? I don't know what that means. Gen kernel? Yeah, I don't know what that means at all. I don't know anything about... The only thing I know about Gen 2 is that you have to compile it yourself. On Virt Manager. Can you not do it in VirtualBox? Because I don't have Virt Manager installed. And I really don't want to. Maybe. I don't know. It's going to have to be something I'll have to try out off camera and see if I can do. Or at least have a good idea of how to do before I get on camera and start doing it. Because I don't want to just sit here for an hour and a half and look like an idiot. Well, that won't be different than normal. So maybe. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for everybody for watching. I should take a moment to thank all of our patrons. Devon, Marcus, Meglin, Donnie Sven, Merrick, Camp Mitchell. Thanks for your support. Patreon.com/LinuxCast if you're interested in getting our videos a little early. And I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching, guys.